What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationships?
I'm old school.
See, that's me.
I'm old school. I'm gonna pay for everything.
But hold on, if you pay for everything, are you expecting old school values in a new school woman? Because that's not how they're wired.
But they can be. I think that every woman would be grateful for a man to step up and take.
So guys, what do you think about this? What's your thoughts on 50-50 in a relationship? What's your thoughts on 50-50 in a modern day relationship, modern day long-term relationship, modern day dating, modern day marriage?
Leadership in the right way. The problem is the lack of love, compassion, and the lack of still having a voice in your significant other is some things, the thing that we as men fail at. It's because there is this authoritarian mindset that we also have, that if I'm contributing and leading everything, that I contribute and lead everything.
Right.
But there still should be an equal voice and an opinion and view that we must consider, that we must acquiesce to at times, because there's a wisdom and a knowledge that a woman brings to the table that we benefit from. Okay. And so, but a lot of that is our own insecurities, right. A lot of the ways that we were raised.
What's a good place to take someone on the first date? You know, there's this thing, this viral moment with the Cheesecake Factory.
I saw it.
And how much should one spend?
I think the best place to go on the first date is to ask her where she want to go.
Oh, no. No.
Why?
Big in, big
Why?
on.
Why?
Because she says, I want to go to this 5-star restaurant where you already know if you just order the water, it's $50.
But what's wrong with her saying that? What's
wrong with me saying no? No.
So, first of all, I'm trying to figure out what's the problem with that.
Ain't no problem. It ain't no problem with her asking. Ain't no problem with me saying no. So now, what's the next question? Where can we go?
Why are you saying no?
Because here's the thing.
Okay, give it to me. Why are you saying no?
If I start you here, where do I go after here?
That ain't necessarily true.
It is.
Oh, it ain't true. Watch it. Man, people, you know what? I got to give you youngsters game. Y'all ain't got no game.
Give them.
Here it is. You can say there easily, okay, baby girl, I'm finna take you to this place you want to.
I think she made an important point, and this is valid. You know, if you take her to a 5-star restaurant, you know, the next time you try to take her out, because that's the first date, remember. So the next time you try to take this girl out, this is someone you don't know. You're just trying to, you're trying to get to know each other, right? And then you take her to a 5-star restaurant. The next time you are going out, where are you going to take her to? It has to be something that's above the 5-star restaurant. So, are you capable financially to maintain that lifestyle that you've introduced, you've shown to her? Remember, everything you do in the first date, in the beginning of the relationship, sets the pace and sets the rhythm of the relationship. There is no two-way to it. That's it. Period. If you show her in the first date that you're going to take her on a private jet and go to a posh restaurant or to a sky suspended restaurant in the sky, make sure the next time you take her to space. If you can't take her to space, sorry, she's gonna drop you like hot potato. It's simple. It's so simple, you know. And if you're trying to look for someone for a long-term relationship, why would you try to impress them? Because taking them to a 5-star restaurant means you're trying to impress them. And she is right in this one. He's 100% right. I mean, he hits the nail on the head with this one. Let's continue.
Two, but I'm finna let you know, this place is so mad expensive. I'm doing it because I want to impress you, to let you know that I got you. Hold on, let me finish. I got you, but I ain't gonna be able to do this all the time. And make a joke out of it, make it light, keep it cool, keep it fun. Because see, let me tell you what wins a woman every time. Make her laugh. Make a joke out of it. Make it light, man.
Make her laugh.
Have you ever seen the ugliest dude with the prettiest chick?
Yeah.
Because she keep her laughing.
You know,
women love to laugh.
But truly, women love people who make them laugh. But after the laugh, After the laughter, what next? What next? You need to prove yourself. You need to show that you can provide, you can protect for her, you can give her the kind of life she wants. I mean, you need to prove yourself. It's not just all about laughter. Let's continue.
Of the laugh.
I'm using a plate. Girl, I ain't taking you to that plate. Because I ain't got the money. Girl, we been going down here going down here to Chili's Applebee's or something. Crazy. But that's the thing, though, Kirk. You know. It's kind of like...
That don't mean that. That don't mean that she gonna want that every time.
Exactly.
It don't.
We not wired like that. You know, once you get established at a level. Now, if you'd have got let's just say, for the sake of argument, in 1993, your first car is a Rolls Royce. You're not going back down. You're not lowering that, going down from that. You moving up.
But what I'm saying, first of all, I'm not Stephen A. And so I'm only gonna give you so much. I'm saying to you that
now you on the couch.
And that, first of all, let me also say this. Is I think that if you are taking a girl out and a girl is going out with a guy, that there's not even a relationship to be able to laugh and play with it, even in the process, y'all ain't the ones for each other anyway, because the best relationship that's going to make it are the ones that are friends.
Oh, okay. So what's the first question? So what's the first question I should ask on a date then?
The problem is men, we're so enamored by the physical nature of a woman that we don't even start asking nothing else. We're just looking at the breast, we're looking at her neck, we're looking at her feet, we're looking at her...
No, I ain't looking at no feet. Man, ain't nobody looking at no feet.
You don't looking at feet? I'm looking at feet. I'm looking at feet.
So do you go on a date to get married?
I don't believe in that as much as I know that a lot of Christians push that narrative. I don't believe that marriage has to be the sum total of a person's existence. I don't believe that.
That seems to be the overwhelming thing now.
And I think it's unfortunate. It's because, first of all, about sheer numbers, there's going to be many, many beautiful women that will never get married just on the sheer numbers. There's more women than men.
Right.
So if we make humans feel like that your sum total of purpose and existence is in the space of a marriage, then we fail all of the beautiful people that will be single, that are single, that God can't use them, that there's no purpose for their life, and that there's no plan, and that they can't live fulfilled lives.
Right.
So you can be able to date and still put parameters on if you want to be active or not, how much you want to give of yourself, so you can be able to still enjoy beautiful relationships. And it doesn't mean that you got to be walking out in your mind marriage. It's because not getting married is not a sin.
Okay.
Yeah.
It ain't a sin.
Right.
It's not a sin.
And so we got to stop making everything black and white. Marriage is not on the same level as salvation.
Yeah.
It ain't. And so you got to be able to have friends with people, and you can be able to establish the boundaries of what the friendship needs to look like, how far it needs to go before it crosses over. And if something beautiful turns out of that turns into a marriage, it's a beautiful thing.
Wow. Marriage is not at the same level as salvation. Yeah. And there is more to life than marriage. Why do some people go into relationships and all they think about is how they want to end it up in a marriage? I mean, you should enjoy the relationship. And if it turns out that you want to be married, you get married. Because even the Bible says not everyone is going to be married. Not everyone. Marriage is not for everyone. And there is more. Life is so beautiful, but short. There is more to life than pressuring people for marriage. You know, I applaud this. Woo!
Marriage can be a beautiful thing, but it's not the sum total of a person's existence.
But let me ask you a question. This open marriage.
It's not the sum total of a person's existence. Marriage. Woo! Woo! Preach, brother, preach.
Can a marriage survive with openness?
I don't know why a person would want to be married then. Just don't be married.
Yeah.
Just don't be married. Just be other. Be something other. And you know, like I said, I think that the social constructs we form, It's almost like our generation, Shan. If you are a 30-year-old woman, even to this now, if you're a 30-year-old woman still single and you go to a family reunion, all the old ladies are gonna pressure you.
Well, girl, why you ain't married? Where your man? Where your husband?
All of these social constructs that we put the pressure on people for things that they may not be ready for.
Right.
And that does not make them wrong.
Right.
That just makes them not you.
Yeah, you got that right. Marriage is not the sum total of a person's existence. And marriage is not a sin. It's not a sin not to be married. And also, marriage is not at the same level as salvation. Guys, did you get that? In 2024, let's trash all these social constructs. Let's lead our lives to be happy. Just try to be happy and try to live your life. Don't be pressured by social constructs. I know some people come from some cultures that really do pressure people to get married. They hold marriage at such a very high level. They see marriage as the end. They see marriage as the ultimate settlement point. You mean like you need to be settled when you get married. Let's continue.
Sure that he was also focusing on, whoever he was dating. Like, he never took it seriously enough to the point where he would have ended up married. Like, football always came first for him, right? And so, in thinking about that and watching this clip, and even watching and looking at hearing all of the questions that he's asking, I think he's immature in a sense of dating entirely, right? Because he's genuinely asking certain questions that you're like, you should know this at 60 something years old. Like, you should know this. So why are you so strongly his viewpoints on dating and stuff like that? It very much is giving man in his 20s. And I'm like, Shannon, you a grown ass man who's had a hip surgery, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're 60 something years old. So why do you think like this? And I truly think that, outside of, him maturing as a man completely, physically, I don't think he matured emotionally enough to date seriously enough so that he could get married. And I feel sad. I feel sad for him in a sense. Shannon Sharpe is a very attractive man, but him doing this podcast now, we're learning about him in another way. And it's oh my God, are these your viewpoints, man? and it kind of sucks. So, but now that in my head I put it that way, I feel sad for the man. I'm like, you think a 20 something, maybe 30 something, or early 30 something year old man, and that's really horrible. And I hate that. I really, really hate that for him. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Am I just spitballing here and I'm just making up shit for him, or do you guys agree? Let's have a little conversation.
The best place to go on the first date is to ask her where she want to go.
Oh, no.
Okay, I just want to take a second and acknowledge what went wrong in that video. Shannon Sharpe is like a figure within his community, the Black community, the sports communities, for lots and lots of people, especially men. And to be really real with you, a more positive discussion could have been fostered in that clip, and it wasn't, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. There Shannon is pitching this paranoid, deeply suspicious approach to dating and romance. And he's almost even kind of coming across as if he's implying that women are these massively money hungry, salacious, one-dimensional characters that you've got to, treat with a firm hand and keep one eye open with. It's paranoid. And to be really real with you, love and family, it doesn't grow in deep-seated suspicion and blanket statements. Now, let me tell you what Shannon Sharpe could have done, because I really think that he really just wants to protect men. He probably grew up in a scenario as a young Black man with money where he was being preyed upon, and I think he's trying to be helpful. However, The way he's pitching it is feeding into suspicion. And our poor guy, Kirk Franklin, was trying to steer it in a better direction, but Shannon Sharpe just wasn't asking questions about it, wasn't trying to elaborate, wasn't trying to go in the direction that Franklin was. And it was a missed opportunity. Men are able to protect themselves when they have firm boundaries for themselves, which is something that we all should have when we're dating, while also still fostering loving and nurturing relationships with the right person. Now, what Shannon could have done is talked about how to empower men to have boundaries, to say no when they're uncomfortable, what it looks like to move on when a person is crossing your boundaries, and how to be clear about what your limits are for yourself. And at one point, if you watch the whole video, Kirk Franklin actually even tried to talk a little bit about what boundaries look like when dating and how to say, this is as far as I can go with things. But Shannon didn't ask any further questions and the topic fizzled out. And all in all, I really just feel like the discussion could have gone so much deeper, and it could have been discussed in a way that does talk about protecting men and
I kind of disagree with her. Yeah, because in my opinion, I think Shannon Shay was right. Because, as he rightly put it, like if you show a woman that I can take you here, the next time you want to take her out, you need to take her to a level up. You need to level up. She won't go like down. She only wants to go up. Because even though she's claiming that, okay, women are trying to nurture their relationships, they're not all for the money, blah, blah, blah. Modern women are out, like, they say it out loud. They want the soft life. They want a man to provide everything about 100%, even when they've got their own money. So Shay is talking from the present dating scenario. He's not just talking, because making that kind of statement as she did is like a blanket statement. Like, you don't really take so many things into perspective. We need to take things into perspectives, and we need to be intentional when we talk about modern day dating. For a fact, it's been proven that most women nowadays, especially the Gen Zs and the millennials, are not ready to date a poor guy. They don't want a short guy. They don't want a poor guy, So once a guy is lucky to get a girl to take out to a place, and then it's the first date, he will try to impress her. But you already know, I don't know, because in my opinion, I think Kirk Franklin is speaking from a place of inexperience, but Shay is in the game. As we all know, Kirk Franklin is like a religious musician. He's like a religious artist. So he's doing all these things, and maybe he's not so into dating, and he's married. But Shay is in the market. Like, if you were driving a cheaper car, like let's say 10 years ago, you can't drive the same car 20 years after. You must upgrade. You must learn to upgrade, So it's the same. You can't take the modern day chicks out on the first date to a 5-star hotel, and the next date, the second date, you want to take her to McDonald's. Trust me, she's gonna dump you like hot potato. It's so simple. But I don't know why normally females are generally sensitive. I mean, they're emotional. They don't care. It's all about them. And they want to get a pass for everything, for almost everything. They want to get a pass. But this is the truth. This is the modern day dating scene. Most of the chicks want to be spoiled. And you can take her to a high class restaurant, and the next time you want to take her to McDonald's or to Starbucks. Trust me, she's gonna run away. She's gonna ghost you. She's gonna definitely ghost you. That's the truth. Take it from me. I'm a woman. I'm a woman also. She's making a statement. I am making mine, and mine is valid because I am doing my research. I've been making videos on relationships, and every time I see a young girl nowadays, they're talking about how they want to be spoiled, how they want the soft life, they want a rich guy. Almost all the girls believe in their minds that they deserve a rich guy. because of social media. They come all the time, they see 2 or 3 girls, or let's say they go everywhere on social media, they see girls posing as being spoiled by a rich man. They want a rich man too. So you are going for the same for these girls, and you think you can take them to McDonald's and they're gonna stay with you and understand with you. No, you don't communicate that. You communicate with your actions. So the first time, if you're not ready to give her 5-star, 10 stars restaurant all the time, every time you go on a date, start with McDonald's. If she doesn't want McDonald's, just dump her. Just stop. Go to the next one. Don't stick there. Don't try to change her. Don't try to train her. Don't try to manipulate her. Just move on. Simple.
Encouraging men to have boundaries for themselves in a way that is loving and nurturing and not so suspicious and looking over your shoulder and wondering who's trying to take advantage of you. That's not how love grows. And I can go a lot deeper on this, but for the sake of time, Shannon's approach wasn't adequate, and he really wasted Kirk Franklin's time. Hopefully some people heard a few of the things that Franklin was saying and was able to pick up on that, but you could just tell Shannon was not trying to understand, listen, or grow, and it took me a couple of tries to even get through the video.
What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationship?
Man to step up and take leadership in the right way.
Hey, Cousin Carl here. Nah. Guys, this is straight up simp talk. You see, men want to always talk about what men's responsibility is. But the problem in today's modern woman is feminism. That's how we got to 50-50. All of these women wanted to get their own bag and do their own thing and write their own program, and then they want to turn right around and say, well, it's the man's fault. And see, men don't have that option. You're either a man or you're not. Nobody wants to talk about what a good woman is. And see, a good woman is a follower, because men are supposed to lead. And women, that means you're supposed to follow if you're a good woman. That's why you date her. Don't get married.
Spot on. Spot on. Men lead and women follow, right? But you can't talk about a man providing 100% in modern day society, because there are so many women who earn their own money. So they brought the 50-50. This 50-50 is rooted in feminism. Women claim they want 50-50, but in action, in reality, it's not 50-50. The men are still providing 100% in a household where they have both agreed that it should be 50-50. And you know what? The society doesn't see it as 50-50. Society expects the man to provide 100%. Society also expects the man to lead, to protect, and to provide, right? And also, even the system, the laws, the church, you name it, everything is against the man. You are either a man or you are not a man. In divorce, she might take everything away from you. Your money, your kids, your house, and everything. And you talk about 50-50? In modern day society, guys, 50-50 doesn't really exist in action. People talk about it. They claim they're doing 50-50, but at the end of the day, the man is still providing maybe up to like 80%, and in some cases, the man is providing 100%. So it's rooted in feminism, and they blame it. They turn around and blame everything on the men and say patriarchy, blah, 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 blah. Let's continue.
I almost skipped this video because it was just so childish, and I was thinking to myself, like, why are you at your big age asking these questions to Kirk Franklin of all people? You know what I'm saying? And then I listened to the whole thing, and when I tell you Kirk is just so beyond his year, well, I mean, he old, so I guess he's not. He like right where he should be. But when I tell you, ooh, I was like, there we go. Like, man, he was eating those questions, eating them and answering them as they should be answered. Shouldn't have been asked in the first place, because why are you asking about 50-50 relationships with a man that's been married for like over 20 years, even 30 years? I don't know. And before you come into my comment section saying some bullshit like, oh, he's a cheater, he cheated on that girl, let me tell you something. You might think that Kirk Franklin don't know nothing about women to be talking about relationships and this, that, and the third. But how did you find out that Kirk Franklin was a cheater? How did you find out? You found out that he was a cheater because he told on himself. Not because a woman came out the woodwork and said, Kirk Franklin and me was doing this, that, and that. He knows how to keep a woman happy. He knows how to keep a woman happy enough to shut the fuck up. That was such a bad take.
God. You know, modern day society, modern women. These women feel like they are entitled to men's money. They are entitled to be pampered. They are entitled to soft life. I mean, are these not the same women who claim by virtue of feminism that they can provide for themselves? They earn enough. They earn so much money. They don't need a man's money. Some of them claim that they don't even need a man, but they are in support of Kirk Franklin when he talks about how even when he was asked about 50-50, he said a man needs to level up. I mean, leveling up with a woman who doesn't really want to put anything into the relationship. She doesn't bring anything to the table. Zero respect, no money, doesn't help with household chores, doesn't help with anything. She just wants to be pampered. She just wants to get a pass, and she just wants to have the soft life. I mean, women are too spoiled for choice in this era and time. I mean, and it's still the same people who come to social media and are crying from one social media platform to another, crying that men are checking out of relationships. Men don't want to be in a relationship. Especially the worst is that men don't want to get married anymore because marriage doesn't favor them. It favors women more than men. So men don't want to be in a marriage anymore. And I'm so shocked that it's women who are coming now to defend a man who is saying that if he takes you to a 5-star restaurant in your first date, and the next time he will put you down and tell you that, girl, I can't go further than this. I can't take you to another 5-star restaurant. You need to manage this. You need to manage with something maybe 4-star, 3-star or lesser. Trust me, these same women who are defending him are the same women who would not want to go down. They want to go up. So that's why I said Shannon Sharpe is so right, because Shannon Sharpe is right, because women will want something more. It's in their nature. They always want, they are curious. They want something more. I mean, she'll be thinking that, oh, if he can take me to a 5-star restaurant, okay, then he can afford something more than this, right? And when he can't take you to something more than a 5-star restaurant, what happened? Problem, disrespect, quarrels, disrespect, and before you know it, she's gone. She's gone because she wants something higher than a 5-star restaurant. Do you get it? Do you get it? You can't just get a pass for everything. Come on. Come on. Why do you all feel that the girls who are like online, living the lifestyle online is an ideal way of living life? You want to live like them, but
is a man.
You can't.
Kirk Franklin is an example of a man, at least the type of man that I want. A real man. That's the only kind of real man, other than my husband. That's the only kind of man that I've heard speak music to my ears. Y'all need to listen to Kirk. And the person that is interviewing him, he is too old. He's too old to be thinking like that, but it's okay because there's men like Kirk Franklin. Real men. Okay? Not the finances. Girls want someone to make them laugh. Girls, they don't always want expensive. You can be honest. You can take me on a date, on an expensive date, and then we go to McDonald's for the rest of our lives. Mm-hmm. That's not the point, but the whole video.
She's a modern woman who wants a traditional man. She says Kirk Franklin is her kind of man. She wants a man who will provide everything 100%. And if you listened to the interview, to the question where he was asked about 50-50, he said, I'm old school. And I don't mind. I will have to level up to provide. So he wants to be like the 100% provider. So my point here is this. If you are not a traditional woman, you shouldn't expect a traditional man. You should never in your life expect a traditional man. You're not entitled to a traditional man because you're not a traditional woman. You're a modern woman, and you all are everywhere on social media doing the worst things. I mean, you all are disrespectful. You want to have a pass. You want to get a pass for everything. You want everything your way or no way. You want to go on luxurious vacations. You want to live the soft life. You also want to have everything, do everything, cheat on your partner without any accountability. No, not zero remorseful. You're not remorseful. You want everything to be given to you, but you are not ready to give anything to your partner. And the worst of it all, you all are claiming that you don't want to have a kid. You choose the childless life. You don't want to have a kid. And you know what? A provider, 100% provider, is highly likely to be a man who wants to have a nuclear family. He wants to have his wife and his kids and his family. He loves his family to the point where he wants to protect them and he wants to provide for them 100%. So are you ready for that? No, you're not ready. Because what I see now, the modern women want just a man who will take them to 5-star restaurants, luxurious vacations, to give them money for shopping, give them the soft life. That's the reason why you've got this soft life, hard week soft life trend. It's trending now. Why? Because most of the girls want a rich man. I mean, the black girls are wearing like hard wigs to attract a rich white guy who is going to buy them everything and who is going to take their BS with no rejection and no complaint, zero complaint. You see videos of black girls traveling with a black guy, and the black guy had to be struggling with like 6 or 7 boxes, travel baggage, like 7 boxes, and the girl is just there making a video and talking about like, see how he treats me. I mean, is that how you want to lead your life? You want to be the princess on your throne and be served? That's not life. That's not life. And you know what? The 100% providers are checking out. They are checking out now. So you won't get a provider if you are not a 100% traditional woman. And Shannon Sharpe is right. He is right. Because he is trying to tell you all that. We the men who are in the game, they are in the game. And in this case, you all are talking about age. I mean, you talked about Shannon Sharpe's age, that he's too old to be talking the way he's doing. No, he is wise. He has understood your dating preferences. He has understood your dating dynamics. He has understood the modern dating scene. And he's just adapting like every other man. It doesn't matter. The age doesn't matter. The men are adapting to your dating style. And all what you want is hook up and then get the soft life. You don't want to be committed. You don't want to respect your partner. You don't want to bring anything to the table. But you want everything to be given to you in a platter of gold. I mean, what's going on here? What's really going on here? I mean, if you are a modern girl, choose your modern life. Choose your modern life, pay for it, maintain it. Stop going around scouting for men, for men providers who are going to provide for you when you're not going to bring anything to the table. And the system is not in favor of the men, so the men have become wiser They're not ready to provide for a woman 100% who will one day just wake up on a Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I don't want my husband anymore. I want to be divorced. And everything, his house, his estate, his business, his house, his children, everything will be taken away from him. Men don't want that. Most of the men nowadays don't want that. So if you're a woman, you want to get married, you want to have a family, girl, think twice. You need to change your ways and you need to start having values. You need to upgrade. You need to start trying or learning how to be respectful, trying to be valuable, trying to do something for yourself. Stop going around scouting for men to provide for you 100%. Even the girls who are earning their own money, I see them talking about how a man must provide for them. I mean, what are you doing with your money? Buying designer items and flaunting them online? Paying for your vacation? Today, you are in Italy. Today is Friday, I'm in Italy. Today is January 21st, I'm in Bali. Having the best, enjoying my life. Having a soft life, you know? And that's what you want. But trust me, a provider doesn't want a woman who is always on the move. A provider wants a woman who is ready and willing to settle. Think about it. Let's continue.
What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationships?
I'm old school.
See, that's me.
And listen, I'm old school too, man. Like I don't mind every female that I have been with unless they want to pay for something. Cool. And even then, I'm gonna argue your ass down for that shit. Like, oh, baby, no, man, let me pay for that. I got it. Or whatever the case. Or it's just what's understood is understood. Like, I don't even say shit. I got it. Like, it's cool, you know? Now, my thing is, nowadays, all y'all stupid ass females in these comments don't have anything to offer but what's in between y'all legs, G. Can't even cook. Don't got no emotional support for the man. That's one of the biggest things. A man won't ask for nothing but just be there. Just support. That's all. Y'all can't even do that. But y'all want a Chanel Birkin and go to, I don't know, have some Wagyu, whatever, that type of steak and shit. What? And it's crazy. Most men don't even mind that. But it's like, what's in it for me? It's like, it's like we just paying for pussy, bro. And I don't like that. Like, it's like soft prostitution, bro. Extremely soft prostitution because y'all both conscious and aware. I fuck with you, or I'm trying to get to know you. But then that's like, that's what it is. It stops there. The genuineness stops there, bro. Like the authentic vibe that once was is gone because
Soft prostitution. That one got me. Oh my god.
as soon as you present something else to them, like, hey, this is how it's going to be, or I think we should do this now, or let's try, it's gonna be hell. Nowadays, because of social media, that's another component to the downfall of genuine relationships, you know, organic love and shit. Social media, y'all see girls that's in a whole different text bracket, first of all, than I guess the average woman. But now the average woman wants astronomical shit. Now, everybody is entitled to having great things, men or women. I want everybody to be happy, period, bro. I don't care who you are. Everybody deserves happiness, but these comments, Kirk, oh my god, bro, y'all, if he said anything leaning towards y'all ideologies and terminologies, bro, y'all would just be okay with it. And that's what I don't like. Like, I haven't seen, it was a couple of females, that's why they say every man isn't bad, every woman isn't bad. I've seen some women being very logical in the comments, and I'm happy about that, bro. But the majority in the mass of women just want to just do what I'm doing right now, while the man is just, I mean, paying for shit. The female is just sitting there. You're just a body. You're literally just a body taking up space in this man's life. If I have to bring the table, the food, and everything else, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to the table? Like, bring the table to the table with everything. Like, what can I benefit from you? I don't want anything from you, but what can I benefit from you? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you elevate me? I don't need your shorty. I don't want your money. What can you give me within that's from the inside? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about pussy. Pussy's everywhere, man. Like, nobody care about that shit. If niggas still care about just getting ass, yeah, he's a bad guy, bro. But if you can't give this man who's not even asking for that shit and don't even really speak up on it unless y'all talking about some freaky, the nigga just like really just there. He's there for you. He's doing this, holding doors, buying you that. Bro, what are you going to do for that man? This shit is so fucking error. This is a day old age ass fucking conversation. I mean, man, it just bugs me. Like, the majority of females, G, actually just want to get taken care of, and which is cool. But get taken care of, like, bro, a job exists. You can get a job. You know, you can become a strong, independent woman yourself, no matter the race, no matter it don't matter, bro. You can become that. You know what I'm saying? Because today, you want a man to be that. You want a man to have everything. You want a man to have it together, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, socially. I don't know, all type of physically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, us men need to have standards for the type of women we like to talk to. Honestly, bro. You know, and it's not, oh, we'll go date a broke bitch. I'm gonna date a female, a queen, who knows how to cater to me. I don't need your money. I need your time and love. But y'all don't know how to give that nowadays. Most of y'all, like 83% of females, I would say. And that, what the fuck is that, 23%, 27, whatever the fuck the case may be. My math's terrible. Point is, that's a 23 or 27%. That fucking percentage is small, bro. But, hey, everybody can't be great. Like, every man ain't gonna be great. But to find that, you gotta hold on to it, because it's rare. Because it's a lot of greedy motherfuckers out here, bro. It is. And it's a lot of men that be doing that to females too. Like, that's a lame ass bum ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Y'all niggas, my kings, get your shit together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together so you can, one day when the right female come along, you can spoil her and take her to these 5-star restaurants. Because the majority of these females don't deserve that shit. Because once you can't do that for her, she's just going to go to somebody else. Oh, damn, so she didn't really deserve it in the first place.
So guys, what do you think about this? What's your thoughts on 50-50 in a relationship? What's your thoughts on 50-50 in a modern day relationship, modern day long-term relationship, modern day dating, modern day marriage? Feel free to continue the conversation in the comment section. Until next time, see you all. Bye.
If I want to go to this 5-star restaurant where you already know if you just order the water,
Men choose the wrong woman all the time and then want to blame that woman for them choosing the wrong woman. Y'all always choose a woman that won't stuff like that. Y'all never choose the women that actually like y'all. That's because y'all try to see how much she really like you. Just get the woman that you want that fit in your pay grade and call it a day. Y'all also think women don't deserve nice things, especially black women, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
what are your thoughts on 50-50 relationship?
Completely against 50-50. That's just dumb. Like, why would I want to chip in when I can have a woman that will pay for everything?
Anyway, because the best relationships that's gonna make it are the ones that are friends.
Oh, okay.
I need to finish watching the video. Why at your big age is it shocking and like a revelation that the best relationships are the ones that last? A friendship is the basis. Why? It makes sense. Y'all don't even got the groundwork down. And y'all worried about alpha males and 50-50. You don't even know that 1 + 1 is 2. Jesus, take the wheel.
What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationships?
I'm old school.